dance each day is definitely the people around me. They inspire me so much. My teammates, they always have a good positive attitude towards dancing, and I love seeing how we grow as a group. It's a really special thing to see in a dance company. My name is Kiara Fina. I'm 16 years old and I've been dancing with Bridge to Artists for 4 years now. I was 8 years old when I started dancing. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna want to make a career out of dancing. When I first came into dancing, I kind of just did it in the only reason of just having fun, and it kind of just came naturally to me to see my growth for dance evolve. And yeah, that's kind of where I am now. I'm really in love with dance and I could see myself having a career out of it. I have a lot of support from my friends, my family, my cousins, like everyone. I have a great support system behind me. Ever since I started dancing, they were extremely supportive of what I wanted to do, and especially being a competitive dancer, you typically don't really get to hang out with friends a lot or get to see your family a lot, so it's really great to have a support system like that, just kind of their approval behind your back. What I like to think about when I hear the word dance is not just the word dance, but more as like a friend, someone you could go back to all the time and feel vulnerable to. Definitely the reason why I fell in love with dance was because it was more of an expression through movement and you didn't have to talk. And I was a very shy girl, so getting that kind of side of me and bringing it out through dance was really amazing, and to see all the people's kind of reaction towards it, like another side of me, was great, and I think that's why I love dance so much. As a dancer, I've hit many walls, and I think that it's very natural for many dancers to hit a blocking point. And honestly, I think it's not necessarily a bad thing all the time, because coming out of it, you become more aware and you have a better mental game of what's happening. For me, what I do personally to get out of this situation is think back to why I started dancing and why I choose to continue dancing. So if I have a bunch of pressure on my back, I just go back to, okay, well, I love it, so I'm just gonna have to take that pressure off of me and continue what I love doing. Being a young dancer and having this amazing opportunity of participating in Bridge to Artists is crazy, because you kind of get the exposure of being in a professional company, and not many young dancers get that opportunity. It's also great to see our classmates and teammates kind of adapting higher to that level than where we were before, and just to see and dance with all the professionals is so inspiring, and it gives us an outlook of what it's really like to be a professional and how every detail matters. I definitely give advice that improvement comes through time and it will not come overnight. If you set your bar extremely high for yourself right off the bat as you go into something new, you're just going to feel disappointed at the end of the day, because you're not realistically going to get to that bar in like a week. So growth takes time and you have to be patient, but it will come if you just work hard and go to the studio early and just keep practicing. But you can't set your expectations extremely high to a level that's not realistic for yourself. Do what comes from your heart. Don't let anyone else kind of tell you what to do or how to feel. Just kind of do you, and if people are telling you otherwise, just ignore those people, because at the end of the day, all that matters is yourself and your well-being, and then you can worry about other people. So yeah, I think that has a lot to do with taking care of yourself. And in the dance industry, you really need to take care of yourself, because it can be crazy out there.
My name is Tyler Smith. I'm 18 years old and I've been performing with BTA for about 6 years. I started dancing around the age of 5, so I've been dancing for about 13 years now. And I've loved it. throughout these past couple of years, I've been receiving a lot of positive feedback about my dancing, so I'm deciding to take this into a career for myself. My parents are very supportive, and they've never missed a single performance of mine. It gives me a lot more confidence to know that my parents are backing me and supporting me throughout this whole journey, and I think that's what matters most, honestly. So I've been with BTA for about 6 years, and this has helped me on my journey because it's a great thing to put on like a resume. Like, us young artists are getting to work with professional dancers in the industry, so having that on a resume going into the real world is really good because you've been working with professional dancers, so you know how that stuff kind of works. I feel that BTA gives us a really good platform to work on our acting skills as well. It's not just much as just dancing. We get to learn how to portray a story to the audience and get them to understand it without any vocabulary or words. It's all our body movements and facial expressions. So we get to learn how to act, and then it's really good to us. And Vlad, he gives us a lot of good tips and tricks as well, like looking up past the audience to get all of our emotions all the way to the back theater. What does dance mean to me? Honestly, it means everything to me. It's my life, my whole life, my passion, and I honestly wouldn't rather be doing anything else.
Hi, I'm Jenna Catanzaro. I am 14 years old, and I started Bridge to Artist 3 years ago. I started dancing when I was 2.5, so I think this year that's going to be 12 years. I think I have always wanted to pursue dance as my career. From a very young age, I always knew that's something I wanted to do. And obviously, as time goes on, your perspective of what you want to do with your life constantly changes. But at the place I am at right now with my dance career, I think it's definitely something I'm going to consider to be part of my future. It's just so special to me, and I've always known I wanted to do that since a young age. When I was younger, I used to watch my sister compete and perform at her dance recitals and dance camps. So I think what made me want to pursue dancing was her. There was actually one incident where I threw a temper tantrum in the audience because all I wanted to do was just get up on that stage. So right away, my mom signed me up for dance, and ever since then, I've been so thankful that I had so much support from my family. They saw I wanted to do it from that young age, and they instantly knew it would be something I would grow up to love. And ever since then, they've been constantly supporting me through my journey. They give me tips. They don't just want to be that family that says I'm good. Like, they want to help me grow and do good at this art that I love to do. So the support from them has really, really helped me become the dancer who I am. Dance means the whole world to me. It's so special. It definitely defines a big part of who I am. When I'm having problems at home, at school, any aspect of my life where I'm struggling, just turning to dance and expressing those emotions through my movement is such an escape. It's a safe place. It helps me be free from everything around me. And without dance, I don't know where I would be. I don't know how I would overcome challenges. I really don't know who I am, because it's such a big part of me that without dance I would be lost. Dance is the center of me, and every aspect of my life just draws back to dance, which it makes it so special. I've been dancing for so long now, so there have been multiple times where I have hit a dancer's block, and that usually comes from comparing myself to the dancers around me, taking their strengths and comparing them with my weaknesses, which honestly makes me think I'm a bad dancer or not as good as everyone else. So to overcome this dancer's block, I just really try to focus on myself and work hard, because without hard work, there's no improvement. And if I think I'm not as good as I potentially can be, then just going at it every day, constantly working hard is going to make me better and make me improve, so that I can stop comparing myself to others and just focus on how my growth is going to affect me in the future. Bridge to Artist is so inspiring. I'm so honored that at such a young age
And starting from such a young age, I have been able to experience this professional environment and being in professional shows. Vlad brings in amazing professionals that I get to work alongside and learn from. I learned so much from them, and I'm so aware of what they're doing that I take in this information, which not only helps me improve within Bridge to Artist, but within my dancing outside the company. I'm also adapting to this environment or scenarios where I'm not being babied anymore, or I have to take these experiences and put them into my dancing without being told what I have to do. It's so different from competition, what I'm used to. When you compete a solo, everything's, I'm competing for myself. I want to win this award for myself. But with Bridge to Artist, everything you do affects everyone around you, which I think is really important and special to learn. Some advice I would give to kids starting to dance is to just not give up, not quit. I think quit is a huge word because a lot of times people start dancing at a young age, and after 2 years of recreational dance classes, they just think it's not for them, and they don't think they're getting better. They don't think it's what suits them, so they just give up on it and quit and go to something else. But you really don't know what's special to you, and you don't know what you're going to connect with until you grow up to an older age where you can tell what actually has a positive impact on you. So I think at a young age, just continue dancing until you reach that age where you know this is something special that you want to keep in your life forever, because quitting will only take away that chance for you to have something so important in your life. A lot of people say dance is not a sport, which I agree with, because it's not a sport, it's an art. It's really an art. You're not just going through the movement, you're not going through the motion. It's not just about what your arms are doing and your legs are doing. It's about storytelling and expressing a story and connecting with the audience to tell them what you're trying to explain. But you can't use your words. So I think dance is an art. You're trying to portray character, and you can't do that with anything else. So especially with Bridge to Artist, we're not just going on the stage, dancing for 30 minutes nonchalantly and then leaving. We're going out there to tell the audience we have a message for them, and we want them to listen to what we're saying. And I think that's so powerful and so impacting. So yeah, dance is an art.
So I'm Artem Tikhonenko. I'm 17 years old now, and I've been with Bridge to Artist for about 4 years now. I began dancing around the age of 8, and I've been dancing ever since, so that it's been about 10 years now. At first, when I started dancing at the age of 8, I was quite young, and I began doing it as a hobby, just for fun, like after school, enjoying my time here and with my friends here and with my friends at school. But as I entered high school, it became more serious. As I put in more hours, I was making more sacrifices, so it became a more serious option for me as a career. So what motivated me to start dancing was from a very, very young age. Whenever I heard music, I'd be motivated to just move, dance, jump, hop. And my mom was a dancer at a young age too, so she saw that and she put me in dance. And as soon as I got to the studio, I saw all these older boys doing all these cool dance moves, dancing so coolly, and I was motivated to become like them. Dance is my life. I do it every day. It's like a passion to me. I think dance, it helps me cope with some of my feelings. Whether I'm mad, sad, I go to dance. It's basically like a therapy towards me. So if I ever hit a wall, I get frustrated with myself. I get not really motivated, and I just look to my family, my friends, ask them for help, and then I look towards social media like Instagram, YouTube. I look at people that I look up to, like high level dancers, and I look to them for motivation. It motivates me to get past that wall and keep on pushing forward and improve. Bridge to Artist, for me, it's been really eye-opening to how the professional world of dance looks like. With this show setting and us dancing with professional dancers, you get to see how the professional world of dance really looks like, how professional dancers act, dance, take in choreo. You get to see how a show is created and built. Then when you're at the theater, you get to see, you have to dance with light cues, so you have to be in a certain spot. So it's not really the competition lighting, so you have to adjust to lighting, you have to know all your cues, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work. So if you have to set up props, you have to adjust. Yeah, you get to really see the professional world, and it helps you mature as a dancer more. What I've learned the most from Vlad is dance, it's more about what we make the audience feel. It's not more about the cool moves and just working with textures, completing a number. There's much more to dance than just moving. You have to use your facials, you have to provide a story for the audience and really try to make them feel something. For new dancers, I'd advise them to keep on going no matter what. Dance can be very, very frustrating, and it's a very, very hard thing to do. You could be frustrated with not improving as much as you thought you would, not getting a certain trick, not getting a role, not getting the results that you love. I'd advise that you keep on going and really remember why you started dancing and the love that you have for it. And yeah, just keep on dancing. And I'd also say, remember to have the fun aspect in dance, because dance is supposed to be fun. Bridge to the Artist really helps young artists get out into the world. With people watching the show, it can really catch an eye or give you a casting job. And if you do choose dance as a career, you'll already be comfortable with the setting of a professional world. Whether you're auditioning for a show, movie, any type of dance-related job, it will really help you to excel.